Casey's cousin Cole was spotting for him at the time. He's like, hey, you're way better at this super speedway plate stuff than I am. You spot them both. So they would both be on my radio, and I'm trying to talk to the
You did them
lead
at the same
driver
time.
at the same time. And you're trying to give different information. Like the lead guy needs to know what's coming from behind because he
Yeah.
can see, and he's just trying to navigate going forward. But you're trying to tell the behind guy what
Right.
he's putting the lead guy into, but he
Oh
can
my
see what's
God.
coming out back. So
Is that legal?
it was, yes, and
Because that
it
was when you could talk, the drivers could talk to each other
drivers
too,
could
right?
talk. So
Yeah.
yeah, as you're trying to relay this information, and I'm sure you've listened to a lot of super speedway racing, and the lingo is different, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it's amped up. You know, my wife tells me I sound like a what's the term? People that do the auctioneer.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
sound like an auctioneer at these plate races because you're just constantly
Clear
just
by two
speeding.
on your bumper, coming up high, down
Yeah,
low, coming to the middle.
yeah, and you do that well.
Thank you.
But when you're trying to give two different guys two different sets of information to help them make the decision and stay off the radio at certain times so they can talk amongst
That's
themselves,
insane.
it was a disaster. I mean, it was cool, but I'm glad we don't do it anymore because it took everything out of our safety device. It took it away because you felt like
Yeah.
that you were going to talk over somebody or something was going to be happening, and you couldn't get the information out if a wreck did happen. You couldn't be able to get it out. So it was fun while it lasted, but I'm glad we don't do that on a weekly basis now.
That literally blows my mind. What was there anybody else on top of the spotter stand that did the same thing as you, or were you a lone wolf in spotting multiple
Oh
cars?
no, we were all at that point in time. So whoever you ended up being able to get hooked up with, and most time it would be your teammates. So
Yeah.
back when we did it was 2011, 2010, 2011. That was Brian and Casey at Red
Uh
Bull
huh.
at the time. So they would get hooked up, and every restart, if you got separated and you might be 5 rows different on restart, you're trying to find that one guy that you're trying to get with. So you'd try and make that happen. As soon as they got connected, and Cole would he wouldn't get off the radio per se. He would stand there beside me, and he would be pointing at different things to try and help me see the full scope of it.